No one knows who the founder of Shiba Inu is, but everyone knows who the founder of Ethereum is. This could be the best kept secret in the ecosystem. But that hasn't stopped people from guessing and trying to figure out who is behind this important cryptocurrency project. Well, the latest news seems to indicate that the founder has been found, and this could have a big effect on the price of Shiba. You can't afford to skip this video, so make sure to keep watching. Nota bene, quickly introduce the Bybit Unified Trading account right before the movie starts. This is your way to make the most of your traditional potential. Imagine being able to easily carry out different plans all in one place. Keep an eye on your Unified Trading account. It's an all-in-one account mode that lets you customize your trading experience, control risks, and keep track of your money across different trading instruments. Why should you pay for a first goodbye to money moving between accounts? Spot swaps and options have been merged into one account. Increase the efficiency of your capital so you can use more than 70 cryptocurrencies as collateral for cross-margin trading while opening new positions with your unrealized gains and for a more diversified trading strategy. Choose between solo margin, cross-margin, and portfolio margin modes with us to use spot trading to explore crypto and more. Us trading on margin. Always USD. C. USD futures and USD options that last forever. Improve your trading skills by making the best use of your cash and managing your portfolio well. Bybit's Unified Trading account is a great thing to use. This is the best tool for crypto fans like you. You can find my full review in the description and the saved comment. As I just said, no one knows for sure who started the Shiba Inu breed because that person has never come forward to say so. We only know that the person or people in question used the name Ryoshi. People have tried to figure out who Ryoshi is over the years. Some people think it must be Elon Musk, while others think Ryoshi is the founder of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin. But new information suggests that Ryoshi might be someone else entirely. This was recently shared on Twitter by a well-known crypto influencer at Truth Labs. Who do I think Ryoshi, the founder of Shib who doesn't want to be known, is? I think it is a combination of two B2C2 group teachers, Ryo Suzuki and Tsuyoshi Maruyama. On April 27, 2021, Ryo Suzuki quit as an advisor for B2C2 Group. On the same day, Tsuyoshi Maruyama was hired as an advisor for B2C2 Group. B2C2 Group is the new market maker for Robinhood. At one point, Robinhood's wallet held more than 25% of all the sheep in the world. On the company website, most of the advisors are mentioned, but Ryo and Tsuyoshi are not. Ryo and Tsuyoshi have never been connected to Shiba Inu, so it's not strange if you've never heard of either of their names. Truth Labs does seem to have a point here, especially when you consider that Ryoshi is made by putting the last three letters of Ryo's name and the last three letters of Tsuyoshi's name together. When you combine this with the fact that they both have ties to the B2C2 Group, which is a well-known crypto funding provider, I think you have the best case for who could be the person behind the Ryoshi name. As I've already said, the B2C2 Group is currently the market maker for Robinhood, which is one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges that has sheep traded. If you've been in the Shiba Inu world for a while, you know that Robinhood and Shiba Inus go way back. Anyway, even though all B2C2 advisors are mentioned on the Robinhood site because they are connected to the company, Ryo and Tsuyoshi, who are both advisors, are not on the list. When you think about it, that seems very strange. Truth Labs, which posted this history, also said that many people might find the conclusion hard to believe, and it's possible that the founder is just Ryo or someone else entirely. However, I can tell you that my thousands of hours of blockchain on-chain research have led me to believe that market makers are behind many of the tokens. So, nothing is certain about who is behind Shiba Inu, and there's no way to know for sure unless the person who made it comes forward with proof. For Truth Labs, proof seems to be pretty strong. It makes perfect sense. But that's what I think. But I want to know what you think. Tell me in the comments. Do you think that Ryo and Tsuyoshi are Ryoshi's different faces? While we're talking about who's behind what, I think we need to talk about something else. I think some people are starting to wonder why we are doing this. To even think about it. Ryoshi, whoever he or she is, must have a reason for not wanting to be known. But even though that is true, you should also think about how knowing who is behind Shiba Inu could give the idea even more credibility, especially if the person behind it is a well-known genius or something. If Ryoshi is known for making good financial decisions or for making everything they touch turn to gold, then it makes sense that more people will be ready to put their money on SHIB. On the other hand, if it turns out that the founder is a questionable person, people should move quickly to stop the project from falling apart. So you can see why it might be a good idea to find out who is behind the project. But even if it wasn't a good idea, it would be hard to stop people from trying to figure out who Ryoshi is. If you thought this was really helpful, please leave a review and tell your friends about this video. It really helps with YouTube's algorithm, which makes it easier for me to keep making better movies. Now that that's out of the way, it looks like Shibarium might be getting back on track after what can only be called a terrible start in the block. A blockchain analytics company has found that the number of large SHIB transactions has gone up by 335%. By large transactions, they mean transactions worth $100,000 or more. This means that close to $30 million has been spent in the ecosystem in the last 2 days. Without a question, a lot of people who own SHIB are happy about this turn of events because it seems to show that Shiba has a new chance. Inu Shibarium is probably the one project that most people in the ecosystem have been waiting for and hoped would make the price of SHIB go to the moon. So, when it didn't get off to a good start, many people might have felt down and wondered what to do next. But if these whales are willing to spend all that money on SHIB, it must mean that the idea is still worth a shot. Still, it's important to note that this is not financial advice. If you want to figure out what to do with your SHIB tokens, you should do your own study first. In the meantime, whales aren't the only ones who are very interested in the newly relaunched Shibarium platform. But before we get to that, this station gives away 100,000 SHIB every day to anyone who wants to take part. Just subscribe to this channel, like this movie, and leave a comment below. Shiba Inu is a hashtag. Best of luck. So far, more than $1 million worth of assets have been locked in the platform, and hundreds of projects, like DocSwap, WoofSwap, and LeadSwap, have already been set up. But even though these projects have names that sound like they have something to do with Shiba Inus, they are not recognized. Projects with Shiba Inus. As you may remember, anyone can build something on Shibarium. This means that most of the projects on Shibarium won't have anything to do with Shiba Inu other than the fact that they are made on a Shiba Inu platform. So, you should think carefully about whether you want to invest in any of these projects and which ones you would choose if you did.